Hi everybody, I'm Jacqui. How are we today? Hi guys. So I am just getting home from work and I'm noticing that it is extremely hot outside today. I ended up parking my car in the sun, and so when I came out, when I came out, my car was hot. Okay, and I even had like my sunshade in, and it was still reading 97 degrees. Whew. Yeah, yeah, the bikini's ready. I can go hop in the pool. But I wanted to talk to you guys very briefly about bag parties for Scentsy in the summertime because, yeah, sun, hot, we sell wax. Ugh, no bueno. So, I suggest to all of you, if you have not yet gotten yourself a thermal bag, then go grab yourself a thermal bag. You can get like a thermal lunch bag tote thing from anywhere. I think almost everywhere probably sells them, especially now in the summertime. And so being able to have a thermal bag is perfect for the bag parties simply because it's thermal, so it's gonna stay cool in there. And when we actually get to working with all of that, we are gonna be able to, sorry, boop, boop, boop. There we go. Okay. So in the summertime, again, wax, heat, not any good. So the thermal bags are perfect. And Scentsy kind of gives us all the tools we need. I don't know if you guys caught my Tuesday training video last week, but I did do a quick breakdown. I had like a little mini Scentsy haul. And so what I did is I showed the Mylar like insulated bags that Scentsy ships our bars in during the summertime. And they also include like this gel icy pack thing and all of those orders, and that's because they want it to arrive to us very nicely. Well, upcycle, people, save these ice packs. They're perfect. Just toss them in your freezer, and then that way, so my bag party, as you can see here, has all of my testas in there for the bag party. And then I've also got a bar in here because I always like to throw a bar in because I want customers, if they've never seen a bar, to know what a bar is and what it looks like. So that's in there. And then I toss the ice bag in too because, again, ice bag keeps this bag nice and cool. And so then that way, when I'm carrying it around to show to my customers or the people that I know, my friends and family, then nothing's melting, right? It's not melting. And then for my customers, for them to be able to host a bag party with me, I've basically got them all set up. The only thing I tell them to do is at night when they get home, throw that ice pack back in the freezer, and then when they take it the next morning, put it right back in. It's gonna stay cool in these thermal bags. Perfect. This is the way to go in the summertime, guys. And also, just a quick side note, since we're talking about heat in summertime, if you guys are on my sample club mailing list, I normally do not mail wax samples during the summer months because it's hot. And it ends up melting in the envelopes, and no one wants that. So the majority of my samples during the summertime, especially the ones that I mail, are probably going to have the rub and sniff sticker on them. I try for those customers who really need to smell it beforehand. If they're not local, I do my best to try and package it up so it won't melt upon shipment. But again, I can't control it once it's out of my hands. So I really am like a knuckle biter when it comes to that. I don't like it. I don't want anyone to have a mess when they get a sample from me. So anyway, so keep that in mind when you're doing your samples too. A lot of people do the felt. They'll take like felt and melt it in the wax, or not melt it in the wax, but dip it in melted wax, and then the felt kind of retains the scent. So they use that. I personally just use the rub and sniff stickers that we get with our scent of the month. Should we keep our own bars in the fridge? Does it really get hot in Canada? Now I'm totally intrigued. Now I want to know. Now, I do have some consultants and customers who they like swear by that method. Honestly, Scentsy tells us that as long as the bars are stored in a cool environment, so even if that's within your house, only in July and August, I think I might be moving to Canada. So they tell us that they're perfectly fine if we just keep them. So like right now, I've got my AC on in my house. Hopefully it's still at like a 71 degrees in here. And so that's, you know, normal room temperature, right? Not too cold, not too hot. So if you have like maybe a closet that's an exterior wall, that will make it kind of hot in the summertime, depending on where you live. Because if it's just July and August, and all you have to worry about is that if you're in Canada. I will totally come to Nova Scotia. I am booking a ticket. I want to come now. So as long as they're not, you know, next to a heat source, they should be pretty much fine. But there are a lot of people who like to keep them in the fridge and in the freezer. They just like it that way. It's fine too. The only thing I will say, because I've tried it from personal experience of putting the bars in there, if they're in like the fridge or the freezer for too long, then what you will get is, some people experience, and again it depends on the wax and the oils that are in each individual bar, but sometimes you might get some oh, it smells so good. This is Lucky in Love and I love it. Just got a whiff. But sometimes you will get some discoloration if it's been cold for too long. You might feel it starting to like crumble a little bit more. It might get more air holes in it. So the actual appearance of the wax may change a little. However, once you put it in the warmers and begin warming it, those essential oils are still in there. They didn't escape out into the freezer, so it's still going to give you that nice scent, but you might get a little bit of a visual discoloration or change in appearance if you stick them in there for too long. But like I said, I keep mine, even if I'm going to do like an event in the summertime, which I think I did 2 in the summertime, and I was like, whoa, not for me. I'm not that person. So I commend all of my Scentsy brothers and sisters who are consultants who do them in the summertime, in those warmer months. Kudos to you all. You all are my heroes, because I melt. So, but a lot of people will take like, they'll get like little blow up pools, or maybe even a longer cooler or something, fill it with ice and keep their bars in there, or just take a cooler in and of itself, put your bars in there and or your testers, because being outside for too long, even if it's not in direct sunlight, that heat is gonna melt those testers and all that wax, and that's just a big old mess nobody wants. It's a smelly good mess, but nobody wants a mess, so don't have a mess. That's all I had for you today, so there we go. All right, I'm inside, I'm cool now. I'll talk to you all later. Bye-bye.